What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of TK's Brew. I'm your host, DJ Kino. We got a special guest in the building. Let's give it up for CRG.
What's good? What's good, guys?
Boom, 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 boom. We here.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Kino? Appreciate you having me, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely, man. So we're going to start from your beginnings.
Ooh.
I'm talking like fresh from the womb. Like, where you from?
Originally born and raised in Houston, Texas, man, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I was born there for like 18 years. Then moved to San Antonio back in 2009. Went to UTSA for a software engineering degree.
Okay.
Then moved to Austin, I'd probably say 6 years ago.
Okay.
So I've been almost all over Texas, really, to be honest. It's kind of weird. I've even thought about one time, like, I had this wild hair to move to Dallas too, but
yeah,
decided to stay here. But,
I mean, you still got like potentials, like to move. Would you move?
Man, it just depends. Moving is like a very like touchy subject, you know. It depends like where your brand is at and all that. Luckily, like I know a lot of people in Dallas to be able to go to move, but like, you know, for example, like perfect example, like Shy and Julio, like I remember when they first moved here and they were like, yo, like who do we talk to about gigs and all that? When you're like stepping into a new market, you don't know anybody, you know. Now, if you have an established brand, you know, they know you from like other bookers or like, you know, based relationships. It's kind of easier, you know. Like I got my buddy from Detroit, Captain 20. I don't think you ever seen him, but I mean, he's like one of the Detroit legend DJs that used to book like all the top hotels and all that. And he recently moved to Austin, but luckily for him is that because he was a booker, he was able to move to a different market, know who the top guys are, who to talk to, how to get their foot in and all that, which is at the end of the day, that's what it comes to, moving to a market. You basically moved here. Who do I talk to? Who do I need to meet? Who's going to book me? How can I get booked? How can I get my foot in the door, you know?
So what do you see like your market is like? 'Cause I feel like, I mean, most of us here are open format DJs, especially in the ones that talk on here. You're open format, but like what would you say, like, obviously there's open format, but there's heavy like lanes, I guess. And what would you say yours is?
Man, you know, it's tough because like I could say that in Austin I'm very well established because I've done like some really crazy stuff. But now that, you know, I've been able to book other like top talent, like some of my favorite DJs that I now consider friends, which is so cool.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm trying to get into that lane, you know, like being able to like play in like other cities and all that. And it's slowly like this year is finally like, I was supposed to start during the pandemic, and obviously like that changed everything.
Fucked everything up. Yeah.
So basically like a lot of people don't realize that some people had to kind of start all over because some of the people that were doing bookings back in the day, they started doing something else. They retired from the role and all that. So now you have to basically start up with new relationships, new people. And if you were an agency like Scam or like Sleeping Giant, their relationship has been there for years. Yeah. So like a solo guy like me that basically like build a relationship with somebody else is like, who the hell is this guy? Like, where is he coming from? Why is he emailing me about playing at my venue and all that? Yeah. Now, you start like hanging out with these guys that are well more established. They'll vouch for you. Like, yo, that guy's a really good DJ. He's a good friend, super nice guy. You got nothing to worry about. He's going to kill it. Then boom, you got that vouch. So like, all right, cool. Hey, I've heard so-and-so, you're a good DJ. We want to bring you in. Cool. So that's what I'm really focusing on right now. Like, obviously I love Austin. Like, but like, that's what I really want to do. Like start traveling, like bringing the market. Not just that, not just to help like myself, but like help the city. Like, damn, like this kid's from Austin. Like who else is like top talent from Austin? Which we got a lot of dope DJs in the city, believe it or not, you know?
I don't think there's like any like, is there anyone from Scam, like from originally from Austin and like?
No, like.
It's not like anyone like big coming out.
I mean, the biggest Austin DJ that I can think of that came out from here is basically the country guy, which is Silver. You know, if you hear about like stories with some, like you can ask if you ever talk to Blitz on here, like, I mean, Silver was like doing a lot of big shit here in Austin. And then obviously like a lot of it changed and he went into country and, you know, he blew the fuck up. And obviously like now he's in Nashville and all that. But like, you know, that's obviously a different time, different era. I mean, you heard Cole Chris talk about it here. Like, You know, I listen to the pod. So like some of these old heads will tell you like times at that time when the Yassines were alive, it was like Austin was crazy.
Yeah.
You know, so but yeah, like no, you think about it, I can't think about it in the top of my head, to be honest with you, you know.
Yeah.
I can think about some producers, you know, like I can think of like Crisley and like Bro Safari and all that, you know, and I was big into the EDM scene back in the day, and we'll talk about that too. But yeah, man, I mean, that's my goal, man, not just to like help myself, but like put some people on too, like that deserve that, man. I feel like nowadays, like some of these DJs are getting old, and you know, like once their time's up, man, and who's gonna be next?
Yeah, you definitely like you would say there is like a almost like as fucked up as it is to say an expiration date with DJing. Yeah. It's a young man's sport. It's just like athletics.
Yeah.
In a sense.
And it's true, man, because it's like, I'm gonna be real, like, and I tell people this all the time, and I'm pretty sure you've heard me talk about it. Like, I kind of don't see myself DJing past 40, man.
Oh, really?
Like 45's like pushing it, but like,
yeah,
I've seen what it does to like some of these DJs that I even look up to, and they're like desperately looking for gigs right now, and like they've cut their budget, and you know, and it sucks because you know how dope they are, but because the younger guy that looks better, that can get girls that are like younger and all that, they're gonna book that younger guy.
I mean, especially like nowadays, it's more influence.
Yeah.
It's less about talent. Yeah. I mean, it's talent still there, but I guarantee you back in like 2011 and shit, with like Instagram beginnings and shit, you know, they were more like, oh, who's this pretty boy? We don't give a fuck. This dude can't play. Now that pretty boy making like, you know, racks.
I mean, like, it's like the perfect example. Like DJ AM was the dopest DJ ever.
Yeah.
And then he dates Nicole Richie, and Nicole reaches this super fine megastar, and then everybody's like, yo, this DJ's fucking dope. He's DJ Nicole Richie and all that. Like, and then boom, like AM became AM, which pathed the way for many of us open format DJs, you know? So like, and it's the same thing. I mean, it's almost the same thing, but like, yeah, like now it sucks to say, but you really don't need talent. If you have 1 million followers and at least 20% of those can buy you tickets to come to your show, the club's going to take that.
Yep.
100%, you know? So.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. It does take away from a lot of the DJs that, you know, especially like, cause I know a lot of older DJs too, who are like, you know, it's like their grind is gone. And it just seems like they're ready to like, they don't want to quit it because they love it.
Yeah.
But it's like, at that point, they're almost like, yo, you got to find another job.
The thing is like, you got to think about this. And I'm like very analytical when it comes to like what it used to be and what it is now. Back in the day, to become the best DJ and to be booked as the best DJ, you probably had the best record vinyl connection that you had a backdoor plug where we just got into Club 50 Cent in on a white label that's not even out yet. It's going to be the number 1 hit song. They already know that. And you probably had it before it really came out and you started playing in the clubs. That's what got you booked because you had that music already.
Yeah.
Now, if you have enough followers, you have enough. And that's the thing, like, to them, they were focused about collecting music, having the right records, having the right routines. Because also, like, if you traveled as a DJ, you carried your cases.
Yeah.
Now it's like the DJ that's an influencer has just their photographer with them, and they do all the work for them. They're editing their photos, they're editing their video. Well, and they hire a guy to do their playlist, and they're just chilling because they have a fucking fuck ton of followers. Like, it's crazy. Like, if you think of the dynamic, how like different it is. And these older heads are like work so hard to build where they are, and then they have to like sit in here, learn new technology when their surroundings of the followings they have, they're probably just on Facebook or even MySpace, probably. Who knows? You know what I mean?
I mean, no lie, Echo, for one instance, when he was on this show, dog had like, Echo was very nervous about it the whole time. He was like, man, we're not gonna get any views, but motherfucker has the best views. And he told me, he was like, bro, I'm just gonna post it on Facebook.
Yeah.
I haven't been on Facebook in like 6 months.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Like, me being like the person that I do research, like the next big thing that's gonna happen is Facebook Reels. And I'm telling you this right now. And I've been noticing like the wave, because even like my parents right now, I've caught them being stuck on Facebook and they're just watching Reels. So imagine them watching Reels already, because they don't have Instagram. They don't have TikTok. They don't have none of that. They only use Facebook to talk to their families and all that.
Yeah.
And I've caught them watching videos. So now you're catching that older demographic right now. And then you start posting just your normal videos that you're normally already posting. Then you're just basically getting another outlet. And let's just say my dad's just looking on that shit, and then boom, like it's me DJing. I'm like, oh yeah, like, oh, my son's DJing. Or like some older cat head that's retired, like, yo, who's this DJ? Starts following him on Facebook. And then, you know, like, I think Facebook might be coming back, to be honest with you. Like, it's crazy in the way you believe it. And like I listen to a lot of podcasts when it comes to like, you know, pushing your brand. And that's one of the things, like right now, that's why I just bought the fucking GoPro 3, not the GoPro, but like the Insta360 camera, because it's like, you just set it up, record it, edit, upload it. That's it.
Okay. We're going to get back to that. I'm really curious. How the fuck does that thing work?
So, man, I wish I would have brought it. I would have showed you.
Yeah.
But, so like, basically,
crazy.
All you do is set it up. You click the button and record. Once you're done recording, what you do is later on, whenever you want to edit it, you pull it up your phone, you max the Bluetooth, and then after that, you can actually like rotate it wherever you want it at.
That's insane.
So you click and you hold, you can basically hold the view there. And then let's just say you're like DJing and then you're about to do like a drop or like somebody's dancing. Like I have a video that I'm about to release with the crowd doing swag surfing. And cool. It was me like me DJing. And then basically it's like me doing it, getting on the mic, hyping the crowd, and then it's going to spin, and then you're going to see the crowd. Like literally, it's a freaking crazy video that I was able to cut that. So
that's live.
You know, but that's content. You know, like right now, that's king for DJing. Unfortunately, it's content, having dope edits or having like, you know, good routines in music where it's like, yo, that's a dope edit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's. I was really wondering because I know you did one when you were on a scooter, and I was like, how the fuck did you do that shit on the scooter?
Oh yeah, I just
hold that shit.
No, so pretty much what I did, I put my DJ backpack on, strapped it on my backpack, and made the stick go long, and I just started writing, and I was just recording.
That shit literally looked like he was like had some camera floating behind him. Like,
yeah, it was so sick. Like, and I was the first day I was like, oh man, I'm about to do some crazy content. But I haven't been working on it just because I've been so overwhelmed with sci-fi and like now catching up with other shit that I gotta do for the rest of the year. But like,
I want to hit with South by. I know you had some problems.
Man, where do I fucking start?
Yeah, so we can start with Key.
So I was having my St. Patty's party that Friday, and you know, sometimes like you never know what happens with a venue, like whenever like work is done, right? And luckily, like we have some great owners where something's fucked up, they'll get it fixed like right away. Like our company is really like big about that, and luckily, like, so I work for Trinity Concepts, which is the owners are Donnie, Dennis, and Ash, and Tommy being my operations manager, and I'm the entertainment director for the company. So basically, what we do is, you know, like, anything gets fucked up, we try to fix it right away, especially for big events like that. So South by is happening in St. Patty's, and I plug in my XLRs, and it sounds the biggest humming you can ever think of.
Oh, fuck.
And it's like, dude, it was so bad to the point where I'm like, all right. And I even bought one of those, like, I don't know if you ever seen one of those ground mechanisms where you plug it and it takes out the humming.
Yeah.
That didn't work either. So I'm like, fuck me, man. Like, so there was two things. Either I was going to cancel the party, I was going to have to move the party, or get some sound going. So luckily, I was able to rent some sound because we were doing a big Black Coffee event at Parlor Room as a surprise set, which we didn't announce at the time. And I'm like, all right, it was 2 15s and 2 12 tops. I'm like, all right, cool. Party's supposed to start at 2.
Yeah.
And 1, I have no truck. 2, the roads are closed because it's South by Southwest.
Which was a pain in the ass.
So I had to figure out how to get the gear to move from Parlor Room all the way to Key Bar. Yeah. Then I had to make sure I had all the cables ready to set it up, and then basically keep the party going. So went to go do that. I actually got 2 Ubers. It was like one Uber, like XL. Got 2 of the subs in, went over there, dropped it off, went back. And then realizing that I only had one, what was it called? One tripod. Well, not even a tripod. One of the things that you put in the sub to hold the speaker.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I start texting people like, yo, I need another one of these or a tripod, please. Like, luckily, like, my boy Murdoch was like doing a St. Patty's at Woodrow's. And he's like, I have an extra one. I was like, perfect. So came in, set that up. That took me like 2 hours. I had the party going at 4:15. And this St. Patty's, like, I felt like I was doing catch up because, like, you kind of set the vibe when people start coming in and all that. And so, luckily from there, like, you know, while the other guy, well, my buddy Raul, which does our sound, fixes our sound and stuff for our venues, he's trying to fix the grounding issue and all that. So I was able to keep the party going. And then around 7:30, I think he figured out what happened. Something got wet, I think it was. And he was able to fix the ground wire. So I actually had extra sound. We were able to have the speakers going. And then, so then from there, like, party started rocking.
Yeah.
Like, it was just fucking crazy, you know? But that was just one of the days, you know, like, I think Saturday, one of our subs wasn't hitting that summit. And like, it was just like me and Raul again, like trying to figure out like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
yeah.
And we ended up figuring out, I think it was a mixer issue because like we ended up testing all the mixers and everything was working fine. So
yeah,
it's just things like that. You never know, you know, like it just hiccups that you don't expect, you know, but especially during that week when it's just like something's happening day after day after day. You're like, fuck, you know? So, but I mean, besides that, that was only 2 main issues. And then we had events almost every day. You know, I did that scam event on Wednesday. Friday, I had like an all girls event at Key Bar and then St. Patty's. And then obviously Black Coffee was a big main event Saturday. So
I saw that. Shout out to Champagne too. She was in that one.
Yeah. So, I mean, she was having issues too. I don't know if she explained.
I think she said something about that. Yeah.
Like her laptop just died.
That's right. She had to get like, I think Shy to go from Greenlight to get like a hard drive or something.
So she ended up playing on USB sticks. I mean, she saved the night and I mean, everything was good. I mean, I was like, my laptop ready, but you know, that was one thing that I realized like, damn, I don't have a backup USB to play.
Oh, you don't?
Like I do, but like not to the point where how she had it organized. Like, okay, this is like, you know what I'm saying? Like I have mixes.
That's a good topic though, because like I'm in the same, but I mean, we're on Serato, all the damn time. So like you have to have that on record by a whole completely different DJ software.
And I've considered moving
to Sticks. It's easier.
It is in a way. It obviously takes practice. It depends where you're doing it, right? But now, like my boy Four Color Zach, he just recently moved to Sticks.
Okay.
So he does his routine still on Sticks.
Yeah.
But that guy is a different human being. Like, I mean, to be able to make your edits still that you did on Serato and like, and I started asking him so many questions when he was down for South by, like, hey, like, because like for me, for example, like when I DJed on Serato, I don't know if have you ever used the comment section?
Yeah. So I actually do a little bit of the labels and stuff, but I'll comment on it. I do use it sometimes.
For example, like this is like one of my favorite things to do when I DJ. So let's just say you're rocking a party.
Yeah.
Nothing's working for you.
Yeah.
And like in your comment section, you can have the word anthem. Like, this is how I do it. Be faithful, crazy in love, and all that, right?
Yeah.
But now, if I search anthem, all those songs come up. But now, let's just say I want a ladies anthem and I added ladies on there. So boom, anthem and ladies comes up. And guess what song is going to come up? Probably Crazy in Love.
Yeah.
And I know this is going to work because it doesn't fucking fail me.
Nah, I mean, that song is a banger.
So like, that's how I like categorize my music sometimes when I'm feeling stuck.
Yeah.
Because it makes me move swiftly. And then when I play a certain song, you already know what you're going to... Sometimes you already... Like, mentally as a DJ, you know what you're going to play next.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, there's moments we get stuck, especially if we're doing 4 to 6 hour gigs. You're like, fuck. Like, where do I go from here? And like...
Your brain just gets fuzzy. You're just like... You'll stare at your laptop. You'll just be like, fuck, dog. You have to, like, shake your head like, all right, I'm back.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah, so... But, I mean... Yeah, that's one thing too. But yeah, I thought about switching to record box, man. And, I started asking all these questions like, hey, like, can we, how can we search? How do you organize and all that? The way he had it organized, I was pretty shocked. I'm like, yo, how long did it take you to do this? And I'm like, I was doing it like day by day.
Yeah.
But like, if you think about it, headliners like him are doing 2-hour sets.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's easy for them. Like us as a person that's sitting there doing 4 to 6 hour sets, we kind of need our laptop because it's like you never know what kind of request you're going to get.
Nope.
Now, if you're getting booked for your brand, I understand. Play on sticks.
Yeah.
100%. If you're going to do a 2-hour, 3-hour tech house set at the cut,
yeah,
easy.
That sticks.
Easy.
It's easy. You already prepared that shit.
Right.
Like, you know what, no one at the cuts over here like play Bad Bunny on their fucking phone.
Yeah. Unless it's a tech house land version, right?
Yeah. I mean, hey, we'll do that. But still, I mean, like, and then I kind of almost envy those DJs because they get to do what they want 100% to do as opposed to like people who do use laptops. Because I mean, that's where the EDM genre, and I actually watched the Rope podcast. They were talking about this too. Yeah. How they said like sticks are more for EDM DJs and laptops are for open format DJs. But I mean, it's true.
Yeah,
essentially.
And, I mean, yeah, because it's like you're being booked for your brand.
Yeah.
When you're being booked for your brand, you're basically playing for the crowd and the fans that pay tickets to come see you.
See you play your shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you know what you got to play, cool. Now, if you're doing a fucking quinceañera, you're not going to play sticks on a fucking quinceañera unless they really requested this artist like, hey, I got Calvin Harris playing at my quinceañera. Yeah. You already know what kind of vibe it's going to be, right?
Yeah. And if you get Calvin Harris, don't expect to take requests.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
pay for him.
Especially, I mean, he did a fucking party for $1 million. So, yeah. But,
goddamn.
So, yeah, man, I mean, it's a weird topic because I've thought about it because of like, how easy is it to go place to place, bar to bar, and all you have to plug in is your flash drive or your headphones, and that's it.
Or like, you don't even need a backpack.
No.
You put that shit in you put your headphones on like a necklace. You got the fucking
My boy fucking sticks. 5 came in with a tote bag.
A tote bag?
He's in a tote bag and like, all right, puts his cell phones in. That's it.
He's done. Yeah.
Ready to rock. I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's so fucking easy instead of carrying a whole ass backpack.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we got to dig in your backpack. You can't even go in with a backpack. Oh, well, I'm a DJ. Well, sorry, we can't let you in. And then they can tell you, hey, you can leave it in the office. Get the fuck out of here. No, they're going to check my shit.
Yeah.
So.
Then you got to adjust. You got to get the laptop stand out. You don't even use a laptop stand.
Nah.
Wait, why don't you use a laptop stand?
So, believe it or not, it's something that Little John told me one time.
No shit.
And I opened for him and I had it in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells me, yo, you're a dope DJ, but you want people to know who's playing the music. Don't let the back of the laptop fucking dictate. Like, let them see your face. Let them see how hard you're working.
Yeah, okay.
To DJ.
Okay.
And ever since he told me that, like.
You just said fuck a laptop.
Yeah. I mean, I use it at Parlor just because it's an easy switch. You know, sometimes that's like the big thing, you know, but like, man, when you have like a S11, your cue button is there and then your loops and all that, like you kind of know already, you know, like now if you're playing like, let's just say for some reason you're on a 900 and your HID mode's not working and you have to use signals, then yeah, you need your laptop in the front because your cue buttons are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Your loop buttons, the command shift and all that. Like, so once that technology got better on it, and he told me, and I was like, yeah, you're using your mixer, so why bother? And I'm like, all right. And ever since then, this is on 4th of July. I remember when he told me that, I'm like, all right, cool. And I stopped just having it on a laptop on the side. Yeah,
because I noticed that. I remember like I pull up to his sets. I'm like, this man never has a laptop set. Yeah, just has that shit flat on there.
Unless it's like a really short table, then I'm like, yeah, bring me the laptop stand. But
I just like it for like, but I don't like putting it in front of me. I like putting it to the side because I mean, I agree. I want people to kind of see me, and it does like block the crowd when it's right in front of you. So having like, I'll put it to like for instance, when I'm at an bar, I'll put that shit on the side. So that's like facing the gate. That's the fence.
And you know what's funny though? That's so risky because it just takes somebody to bump in that table.
Oh no, bro. I know.
And like you think about it, if it's flat, it's flat. Yeah. It's not going anywhere. Yeah. Now if it's standing on there, let's just say one leg of it is under your controller.
Yeah.
Somebody bumps into it or like, hey, can I get a request? Kaboom.
I will say this though, I've had hella times where some dumbass puts a drink on that table and then spills that shit.
And then that's where the responsibility comes from us. Like,
yep.
I have friends that come visit me and like they'll put it right next to it. And I literally grab them and was like, bro, really? And they're like, oh, my bad. I'm like, come on, dog. You gonna buy me a new one? Because I could definitely take an M2 Pro. I will love that anyways.
Hey, yeah. you and me both. Bro, when the M1 came out and I realized how good this shit is in the heat, it was the best thing I've ever bought.
Oh my God. I mean,
yes.
Honestly, I remember when I first came out and I'm like, damn, should I get it? Should I get it? And then finally, I think Apple had released like, oh, if you buy the MacBook M1 Pro Max, you get like 24 months off no interest. And I had the Apple card. I'm like, boy,
let's go.
I bought it.
Yeah.
Took 3 months because I were back order for 3 months. Got it around Christmas time. Started rocking it on New Year's. Man. Game fucking changer.
Yo, absolutely.
Like,
bro,
like from having more USBs to your HDMI back to like, dude, it was just like, yo, like if people are not hopping on this laptop, like you're really missing out on like the job security that you have in your head that you know your computer is not going to fail you. The only thing it will fail you is because maybe a little bug fucked up on some shit, but like,
or you ain't updated. Yeah, which I'm in that. I'm still got back up my shit. She be acting a little slow, but it's okay. We'll be back. But I'm telling you, because I had a 2012 I started DJing on a 2012. Yeah, that shit fucked me over so many times.
If you think about that, the way technology advances so fast today, right? Mm-hmm. You're talking about that laptop's 11 years old, and the technology that's been updated now, it's like not even 20 times faster. It's like maybe 100 to 1,000 times faster.
I mean, they didn't even have like 5G back then.
Yeah.
Or 4G.
Yeah.
Or even fucking 4K.
Yeah.
like TVs. Like, yeah. And I mean, that's true. Like, you shouldn't be using technology that it just doesn't match the times. Like, the speed, the power, the nothing.
And I mean, it eventually catches up. And that's what I try to tell people, man. Like, and I get it. Like, you know, I have a bunch of homies that are still playing on Scratch Live, and I get 100% why, but it's just, even with the new technology that's coming now, like, you know, it's being built for it to like work. Now, like when it comes to OSs, like, and you know, like I'm really big into studying Serato and like making sure I help people and all that. Like when it comes with OSs, that's different. I never recommend anybody to ever jump to an OS when it comes out, because believe it or not, the problem with Apple is that they don't talk to Serato and be like, hey, this is how we're going to release our OS. Here's the technology. See how your Serato will work. They don't talk to like audio engineers or anything like that. They release it first, and then Serato looks on the coding, and they're like, okay, this is why our coding's not working with their new OS.
Okay.
And then eventually they'll send an email out. Now you can update.
So is that why like Serato is, because I mean, no one DJs on a Windows.
Nah.
And like, is that why like Serato specifically looks at MacBooks?
Well, no, yes and no. I mean, some people still like DJ off like Windows and all that, but it just, if you think about a lot of the, like if you're using PC, you're using it for gaming. Straight up.
Yeah, you're not using it for,
or maybe even video content. But like if you're looking at audio engineers, video content, music producers, like anything that's like art related, but production and all that, it just, MacBook has been a thing to use, and it's been reliable, you know. So I think that's what's just been like, it's like the same with Pioneer and Rain. Like Pioneer has been dominant. Why? Because like the way it works, it never has issues. There's never bugs, and if there is a bug, they fix it right away. With besides Rain, like sometimes Rain takes a while to get like, oh, we'll look into it. You know, you don't have that.
So I mean, Rain, what was it, Rain 4s compared to like the Rev 7? It's unmatched.
Yeah, no,
absolutely.
And that's what I like. You know, I it's not that I'm shitting on Rain. Like I love like I but
the Rain 12s compared to the Pioneers. Yeah. I mean, I have Rain 12s in my room right now. Like I sold my PLX 1000s because it's so much easier.
Wait till Pioneer release theirs.
Are they gonna do a controller type?
Yeah, they're gonna basically do like the 12s, but it's almost gonna look like a. So from when I seen the specs, it's gonna be like a vinyl style, but it's gonna be like a CDJ. It's almost like your Denon, like the Denons you play in.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be like that. Like screen's gonna be able. You're gonna be able to like cue buttons are gonna be in the bottom.
It's gonna be a vinyl.
Yeah, but it's gonna be.
Shit, man! Don't tell me that shit. I don't have to sell my shit. Fuck, bro.
I don't know when they've been working on that for a while, but I don't know what's going on with that. But I have a buddy that basically like kind of is plugged in with Pioneer, and he was telling me about it. I was like, wow, that'd be sick because I miss playing on vinyl.
It's fun.
Yeah,
I love it. I mean, talk about South by bullshit. My power cord just fucking yeeked on me, and I was at Eisenhower's, and then like it was like, you know how like when your aux cord's fucked up and you try to listen to the car, it's all janky and shit. You gotta put in that one angle
or that phone charger in the car.
Yeah. So that's how it was, and I had Misco pull up with his power cord for his 1000. And he's like, bro, that shit's scarred. I literally just yeet that bitch in the trash. And I was like, well, nah, fuck, I don't have no power cord. So I've been using my Reigns and my fucking, my S7 mixer. And S7 is way better than S9 in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the sound card's more updated. And the only thing about the S7 that I don't like is just the fader, the crossfader.
It's real, it's janky.
Yeah. But besides that, the sound card's better. So like, S9's been out since over 9 years already, probably like 8 or 9.
It's CDJ compatible too with the USBs. You don't have to fucking plug in the RCAs and shit in the back. Like it's easy. Yeah. So that's why I've been loving it. Like just playing back on vinyl and shit. Did a fucking.
I mean, my thing is I mean, everybody tells you, oh well, why don't you get on Phase? Like I don't know if you seen it on the group chat, but like I've bought 3 of them. I
don't blame you.
I have issues all the time for some stupid reason.
Same.
When I was doing the R&B Ribs party, had an issue.
Oh, you had to play. They made you play on Phase. Oh, you were with Ortiz and them. Yeah, they definitely are Phase.
And I had to make them plug the RCA way, and that's the only way it worked. And I was just like, bro, this is fucking. I was just like,
I don't know what it is about because I had Phase too. I had the PLX. I have Phase in my room right now. I haven't touched that shit in a year. I don't want to touch that shit.
It's not consistent. It's not, and that's the thing. Like if you think about your laptop and equipment. Consistency, that's what you want.
It's key. Like why would I care? Like at that point it's almost like you're choosing Phase because it's a little more like a real vinyl as opposed to this Rain where it's not a real vinyl because you got to clip that bitch in. It's not an actual vinyl where you can slip in a disc. You're doing that for more like personal pleasure as opposed to the Rain 12s are just better. They work better. They're more reliable. I mean, that's just that's my opinion, but I agree with it.
Yeah, I mean, once those come out, I already buying them right away.
I buy them. Shit. I sell mine because I mean, I love Pioneer. Pioneer is like it's just better.
It's reliable.
It's just, as fuck.
And that's what the thing. When consistency and reliability are put together, you're bound not to fail.
No, they're not. I want to, so enough with the DJ equipments. Let's talk about like your mind.
Okay.
Cause I know the shit you got a Patreon and all this. You make edits, you book DJs, you have all these gigs on top of it and you're booking yourself as well. Are you stressed?
Man, the other day I felt overwhelmed. I'm not going to be lying to you.
Yeah.
But then like I sit back and like I catch myself when I am because I'm like, all right, what do I need to do to, because the thing is like when you have so much to do, the problem is that you kind of forget. And then that moment you forget, you get caught up like, oh fuck. And that's when stress builds out, and that's when like, organization comes into key. Like, and I mean, I tell people this all the time. Like when I used to drink, I was very careless, didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And
what was the nickname?
Craig.
Yeah, Craig. I've seen Craig. I saw Craig at New Year's 2 years ago. Craig was crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, see, like I think about that, right?
Yeah.
How like days like those, like I didn't care. I was just like, it's for tomorrow, right? But then it's like when you start taking roles that make you more responsible. And like now you're just part of like a company that you basically like you're a team. Because if you fuck up, you fuck it up for everybody else.
Thanks.
So when that happens, you need to start like prioritizing what's what, you know? I think one of the things that helped me a lot was like starting to write shit on my notes, like ideas, like whatever pops in my head. Because what happens is like when you have a thought, let's just say it's a great idea, and you forgot about it, and then you're sitting there and like you're bugged out about like
what the fuck was that idea?
Yeah. That's the same feeling you have whenever you got something to do and you forgot, right? So like you stress out, like, damn, I know I have something to do. What the fuck is it? What do I have to do? Oh, I got this mix due at this time. I totally forgot about, you know, I got to come record this podcast at 5 o'clock, you know, shit like that, you know? So I think one of the things that's helped me out is like visualize. I tell people this all the time. Like if you got goals or you got anything, like write it down and visualize it. Remind yourself every day, hey, this is what I got to do this week. My calendar is like my biggest thing, bro. Believe it or not, like I know what day I got to submit mixes. I even like submitted something on my Patreon today, how like my weekends are so busy right now that, and I'm gonna start traveling, that I had to move my uploads like on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, because Mondays, like technically is a DJ off day, but like, you know, you saw me in the group chat, like Monday is my day to like, how am I going to start my week so my week goes smooth and I'm not overwhelmed or stressed out?
Yeah.
Because if like you use, like some people like really don't like use Monday to sleep in all day. But if you can have a fucking game plan for the week, you'd be surprised how much time you have in between to rest and you're not tired every day.
I mean, no, I feel that. Shit, I can relate to that yesterday. I mean, like, this podcast, I'm pretty much doing it all by myself.
Yeah.
It is a little stressful.
Yeah.
And I was like yesterday, and I be getting booked up because I still do private events here and there. And private events, I'm dealing with these, you know, on top of DJing for myself, booking myself, all this other shit. I remember I had to do everything yesterday kind of slow. So, like, it was like, go to the gym, come back, set up. But I had to tell myself, set it up slow.
Yeah.
Don't just be like, do this, cause I'm stressed out. And I did it, and it was like smooth.
Yeah.
That's why podcast yesterday went smooth. But that's what, and I do the same shit. I have a whole reminder list every day. I write down all the reminders like before I go to bed. Cause for some reason, I think we're just night owls. I feel like our brain is just
I'm up at 8 a.m. every day.
Oh, you're a morning person?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And honestly, crazy, believe it or not, I think not drinking.
Yes, I agree to that.
Because
I was going to hit on that one too for you.
Because at 2 a.m. when I was fucked up, I promise you, I was either throwing the after party at my place.
Hey.
It'd be like 30, 40 people in my place. We'll party till like 6, 7, or 8 a.m. I'll kick everybody out. I'll probably sleep for like 2 or 3 hours, get up. And if I was like really like hurting and hungover from the party, probably take an Adderall and then go do my gig at Bungalow.
Fuck that.
And so that was a cycle every weekend, and start realizing like, and I think that was just like the inner, like, and I think a lot of people had that. It was like the cabin fever in you, that you were stuck inside for so long that
during COVID, fuck yeah.
And then you just went hard right after.
Hard as fuck. I mean, I was in San Mo. I mean, granted, I was still baby DJ, but like, so I wasn't really DJing except for the mark. But we were throwing pool parties, like
I mean, I was fucking doing some insane house parties during the pandemic.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
You know, and it was some crazy shit. I was doing some crazy shit for sure. Not like crazy or like I'm doing a fuck ton of drugs or anything, but it was just like
just fun.
It was just party shit, you know. And fun. But yeah, man, like after a while, like I realized, like, you know, like, man, I can't be doing, like, the thing is, I think during the pandemic I developed anxiety. I never used to have hangovers.
Really?
Never.
How?
I have fucking no idea.
What the fuck?
Like, you know, even you can ask Rack Shop and Nice, like before, like, my thing is, I was like not aggressive drunk, but like I talk shit when I'm drunk. I love to talk shit.
You talk shit sober.
I mean, yeah, but like it's
but
not,
you talk more,
it's not like where like I like to talk shit, but like it's out of love, you know. Like before, I'm like, man, you could have done this, and that. Like
you just come off aggressive.
Yeah, and you know, you talked about that on the podcast with some people, how like some people try to critique people when they're drunk, and it shouldn't be that way, you know.
Shouldn't, nah.
And I think that's the whole, like, the language of egos, you know. But like, if I talk shit to you, it's because I care about you.
Facts.
I tell my friends that all the time. If I like, man, Christian's like, if people like say, oh, Christian's an asshole, but he's funny, he's cool, like he'll take care of you.
Yeah.
That means like me and you are like, you know, like some people are like, oh, he's a nice person and all that, and that means I'm just nice to them because I don't know them personally. But if I'm talking shit to you, it's because we're blood, like we're homies.
Boys. Yeah.
So
I feel that. I mean, like my people, like if I'm like, and Shy's one of them. Cause I just want to throw Shy on there because I'll be talking shit about Shy all the fuck.
You see me talk shit about Echo, but like if Echo needs something, he needs to call me at 3 a.m. Like we've had conversations at 3 a.m. about anxiety. Yeah. He's called me at 3 a.m. Like, yo, like, man, dog, this is what I was going through and all that. And like, I talk it out with him because like me, like that was one of my things. Like, in order for me to be better, like I had to like beat my anxiety. You know, that was my thing. And like, when I realized that drinking was the one causing my anxiety, I fucking really cut that shit off because I was tired of it. Like, as much as like it was helping my brand, like what some people say, drinking and all that.
I feel like it's capped with that, but I agree. It's because like I'm actually going sober too. My goal is to go a whole year.
Nice.
Yeah, and already it's been almost a month and a half, and I can tell you right now, like I feel great.
You're now passing that period. I always tell that 4 to 6 months is that period where your body's kind of not changing, but your body's finally like getting that out of the system.
Oh, dude.
And then like your withdrawals start happening, and you're like, damn, I miss drinking and all that, but like.
I've been getting a little bit of craving. Little bit of cravings lately, like these past few weeks. But I've already lost I've been losing I lost 10 pounds already.
Yeah, dude. And it's bro, I kid you not, and I tell this people all the time. When I stopped drinking, I didn't work out, and then I went on a vegan diet. I didn't work out, and those 6 months, I lost 28 pounds.
Damn,
without even going to the gym.
It's just alcohol, bruh. Because people don't realize you know, like, yeah, bro, I had like 13 shots. Every one of those shots, especially if you don't have just straight tequila or some shit, it's like 130, 150 calories. And then your body just transfers into sugar.
Yeah. And then alcohol gets stored in your
liver.
Your fat cells and all that. And like, that's why your body gets dehydrated because it's trying to like gut that out and all that. Like, and then it's a cycle, man. And like, you know, and I'm not saying don't drink, you know, I tell people like, yo, if you know how to fun and you know how to like, I'm still like, in a way, I'm still kind of the same person that I am. Like, I know how to fun, I know how to talk shit and all that. Yeah. I'm just not as wild. Like, I'm like before, like, I'll be like, well, especially when I was DJ, oh, I'm gonna drop this because fuck it. You know, like, or like, oh, I'm gonna go do this, or I'm gonna just go buy 5 more bottles because fuck it. Right. Yeah. Now, like, I think about all that money I used to spend on just use bottle sections because I wanted to build my brand. I'm like, damn, like a lot of these guys I used to party with, I don't party with no more. Straight facts. Up. Yeah. You know, and like you start realizing like, damn, who my real homies are, you know? Yeah. So yeah, man, I mean, going sober, man, like it's helped a lot, man, because it's like I've never needed sleep to like I can do 6 hours, bro, and I'll be like, let's go. Same. 5, 6 solid night. Good. That's easy. You know, and even if a 30-minute disco nap works, cool. I'm good with a 30-minute disco nap. I'll get up like Sundays. Perfect example. Chill all day, go do my things. Then around 5 o'clock, 4:30, I'll take a disco nap, wake up at 5:10, shower, get ready, boom, hit parlor, start Sunday Funday. Sometimes I'll be having marathon sets where I have 4 sets a day. I'll be taking like 10-minute nap in my truck. Just parking on rainy, and I'm just like, boom, ready to go. Make sure you're taking vitamins, man. That's another thing that like, you know, like, believe it or not, vitamins help your, like, you know, and even the way you eat, bro, because it's like, you know, I try to like definitely like eat something cleaner than I do like anything greasy, because greasy is gonna make you sluggish. Oh, but you like actually, remember, I was gonna hit on that. You have a good, like, you're a little bit of a foodie. Oh, dude, I love to eat. Yeah. You like barbecue, right? I mean, yeah. I haven't been eating it like I used to, but yeah, I mean, dude, I love to eat. And you're not vegan, right? You just like said we like barbecue. No, yeah. You don't eat dairy, that's right. I don't eat. So for a while, kid you not, for a while, I was basically going vegan because I couldn't eat dairy. That's why. So, like, for example, let's just say you would go eat, like, you wanted to go eat a sandwich and they're like, oh, it has cheese. Oh, it has this. That's what was fucking me up. So then that's the reason why I went vegan, because a lot of the vegan food was dairy free. That's the main reason. Sense, but after a while, I started realizing it was like really the milky stuff. Like, I can do like a butter on a steak. You know, I could do mashed potatoes. I can do like shit like that. But like, when it comes to real milk or like fucking a cheesy melt sandwich.
Cream and shit.
Yeah, like it fucks me up, man. So then like I started fucking around with it, and like I started getting like red meat back again and all that. So
are you lactose intolerant, or are you just like legit allergic to that shit?
I don't know what it is. I definitely lactose intolerant, but like man, bro, like I get bloated. It ruins my entire day.
Damn.
Like it basically, if I'm ever like DJing
bad.
and I have dairy, like
I
have to go home. I have to find somebody because it's like,
oh, it's that bad.
Yeah, like I have to run to the restroom all the time and all that. So
and you recently just got sick too.
Oh, I had some crazy fucking food poisoning. I don't even know if it was Chick-fil-A or anything, but like I think it was, but
that's what you were saying in the chat.
But like that. I mean, I was sick for 2 weeks, bro. I lost like 13 pounds in like 8 days.
I saw that because when I saw you pull up at Cantina, I was like, bro, what the fuck?
Dude,
yo, you look skinny.
Yeah, dude. So, and I mean, I've kept the weight since. I'm like, all right, cool. I lost some of my fat, but
yeah, I mean, you look like you put it like, you know, more muscle on at least.
Yeah, man. Weird. I mean, I started going like basically I started doing a lot of my old routines again, like going back to my trainer that I've known for like years in San Antonio, and like he's here in Austin now. He's been here for like 2 years, so I started going back with him, and you know, I'm trying to like basically stay healthy, man. I mean, dude, like I'll be honest, like me not drinking and celebrating gonna be like 400 some days, like I feel like I'm in my 20s.
Yeah,
and I'm 32.
That's crazy.
Like to think that I feel like I'm in my, I literally feel like I'm 26, 27. Like I can go like do shit, and like my mind feels that way, you know. I feel like I've gotten some of my years back, you know, like, so I think that was one of the blessings things. And like, that's why I don't think about going back, because I don't want to ruin this drive I have. Like, because the moment you get hungover,
it's just, it's weird because it's like a crave back. It's weird how like, even though you're hungover and you know in your head, you're like, this is stupid as fuck.
Oh yeah.
But the second, it's just that hype. That's really what I told myself this, because I was like, why am I so... I'm addicted. I'm addicted to alcohol. I'm alcoholic as fuck. You know, that's why I had to stop. I mean, we both are probably. Yeah. But that's the thing is like, I feel like we're almost just addicted to the hype. Just buy the bottle, take the shot, shotgun the beer, like for no reason.
It's not even that. Like, this is a interesting way to put it. Like, put it this way. When you DJ a slow night, right?
Yeah.
When you're like basically playing, you're dragging because it's slow.
Yeah.
And it depends how you dictate it too, right? Like, for example, when it's slow for me, I get to play music that I don't usually get to play because it's what I like. And that makes the night go by fast, right?
Facts.
But now when it's busy, right? We are like basically like empaths. We like to absorb the energy that you're providing to everybody to make everybody happy.
Facts.
So now with alcohol, it's the same thing. You're like taking shots with your friends. You're having a good time. You're making memories. You're like, and you're absorbing that happiness, but not realizing how to control the alcohol. So you keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it until the point where, boom, forget about it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, you're fucked up. You're blacked out. Maybe started an argument you weren't supposed to. You said something you weren't supposed to say, and then
fight. So
like, you know, we're addicted more to the energy, to the empath of what it creates. Not like basically like alcohol. We as DJs are built mentally to like provide a service to make everybody happy, right? So
thank you guys for watching the video. Part 2 of that video will be coming out next week. Again, we appreciate you watching it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you can get notifications for our weekly videos. Please comment, let us know what you think of the podcast. We're going to keep this going. Thank you. Peace.